video, we discuss the questions of logarithms from the past year trial exam paper. So the first one is from Johor 2021, paper 1, questions 10a. Solve the equations log base 2 of x squared minus 4 plus 1 equal to log base square root of 2 minus x. So first, always familiar yourself with all the logarithm laws that are written in the pink box here. So for these questions, both of these logs are from different base. So first we need to convert this logarithm into the same base. So I'm going to use the base of number 2. So here is going to be log base 2 of x squared minus 4. Now this number 1, I can change it to the log of base 2 as well. Now refer to here, log base a of a is equal to 1. So here I can write it as log base 2 of 2. So this will equal to 1 as well. And now refer to here, log base a of b equal to log base c of b over log base c of a. So here I can change it to the log of base 2. So here will become log base 2 of 2 minus x over log base 2 of square root of 2. Now this square root of 2, I can write it as 2 to the power of 1 over 2. Now on the left hand side here, as they are having the same base, then I can use the product law to combine them together. So here is going to be x squared minus 4 times 2. So equal to, now this log base 2 of 2 to the power of 1 over 2, this will give you the answer of 1 over 2. So when log base 2 of 2 minus x divided by 1 over 2, this is the same as log base 2 of 2 minus x times 2. Therefore, I can write this as, I'm going to put the number 2 to the front, then it's going to become 2 times log base 2 of 2 minus x. So on the left hand side, multiply this, then you're going to get 2x squared minus 8. Now on the right hand side, use the power law. I can move the number 2 to become the power. Now on the left hand side and the right hand side, you have both log base 2. Therefore now we can solve these questions by comparing the 2x squared minus 8 and this bracket 2 minus x squared. So here you're going to get 2x squared minus 8 equal to bracket 2 minus x squared. So on the right hand side, you can expand this, then you're going to get 4 minus 4x plus x squared. Now this already become the quadratic equation. So to solve this, I need to write this in general form. So I'm going to move everything to the left hand side. So 2x squared minus this x squared, then you're going to get x squared. Then here will become plus 4x, negative 8 minus the 4, then you're going to get negative 12 equal to 0. So now I'm going to use the factorizations. So here you're going to get the first bracket x plus 6. Another one is x minus 2 equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to negative 6 or x is equal to 2. Now, I have two value of x here. Now, if you substitute the value of x equal to 2 back into the questions here, what will happen is 2 squared minus 4, this will give you the answer of 0. And if you substitute here on the right hand side, it's going to be 2 minus 2 is equal to 0 as well. So log base 2 of 0 or log base square root of 2, 0. They are undefined. Therefore, we are going to reject the answer of x equal to 2, and the answer for these questions will be x equal to -6. 2021, paper 1, questions 14. So A, solve the equations 2 over log base y of 2 equal to 4 plus log base 2 of y plus 5. So here, the log are from different base. So here I'm going to choose the number 2 as the base. So I'm going to convert everything to log base 2, and then later on I'm going to compare the value on the left hand side and the right hand side. So first, refer to the rules, to the law that I have here. So first I can convert log 2 over log base 2 of 2 over log base 2 of y, alright, equal to this number 4. I can also convert it to the log in base 2 using this law. So it's going to be log base 2 of 2 to the power of 4 plus log base 2 of y plus 5. So this will give you the answer of 1. So on the left hand side, it's going to be 2 divided by 1 over log base 2 of y. So this is the same as 2 times log base 2 of y. So on the left hand side, I'm going to write it as 2 times log base 2 of y here. So equal to, so on the right hand side, I can use the product law. So I can write this as log base 2 of 2 to the power of 4 will give you the answer of 16. Then we're going to multiply it with the y plus 5. So using the power law on the left hand side, I can write this as log base 2 of y to the power of 2 equal to log base 2 of, so 16 times y is 16y plus 16 times 5, which is 80. Now on the left hand side and on the right hand side, they are both log base 2 and they are equal to each other. So later on we can just compare the value. So y squared equal to 16y plus 80. So this is a quadratic equation as well. So move everything to the left hand side. So y squared minus 16y minus 80 equal to 0. So next, factorize this. Then you're going to get y minus 20. Another one is y plus 4. So here you're going to have y is equal to 20, or the y is equal to -4. Now, look at this part here. So this one is log base y of 2. So if your base is a -4, this y is a -4, it will be undefined. Therefore, y equal to -4, we're going to reject this answer. So the answer for the y is y equal to 20. Questions B. Given log base a of n equal to 1 over 2 bracket 1 over log base 24 of a minus log base a of 3 over 8 minus 6 log base a of 3. So number 1, without using a calculator, determine the value of n in simplest form p over q. So here the log is in the form of base a, except for this one is log base 24. So I'm going to change this log base 24 into log base a using this law here. So for questions number 1, so it will be 1 over log base a of a over log base a of 24 minus log base a of 3 over 8 minus So this 6, using the power law, move it to the front, then it will become log base A of 3 to the power of 6. Now, let us look at this part. So this is the same as 1 divided by log base A of A over log base A of 24. So we can write as 1 times log base A of 24 divided by log base A of A. Now, log base A of A will give you the answer of 1. Therefore, here you're going to get the answer of log base A of 24. So 3 to the power of 6 will give you the answer of 729. So now let us focus the log inside the bracket there. Now, using the divisions law, so we can solve this part first, slowly. So this is going to be 24 divided by 3 over 8. So this is the same as multiply 8 over 3. So if you simplify this, so 24 divided by 3, then you're going to get 8. 8 times 8 is 64. So therefore here I'm just going to write this as log base A of 64 minus log base A of 729. Now continue to use the divisions law. Then this is going to be log base A of 64 divided by 729. So next, using the power law, I'm going to move this 1 over 2 to the front, so it will become log base A of 64 over 729 to the power of 1 over 2. Now, both sides, they are log of base A. Therefore, I can just compare the n with the 64 over 729 to the power of 1 over 2. So now I know that n is equal to 64 over 729 to the power of 1 over 2. So this is actually the square root of 64 over 729. Therefore, you will get the answer of 8 over 27. So number 2. Hence, if A is equal to 2 over 3, finds the value of log base A of n. So here for number 2, the A, we're going to substitute it with the value given, which is 2 over 3. And the n, we're going to substitute it with the value that we find, which is 8 over 27. So we want to find the value of this. Now, this 8 over 27, I can write it as, the 8, I can write it as base 2 to the power of 3. And 27 is base 3 to the power of 3. So next, I can write it as log base 2 over 3, bracket 2 over 3 to the power of 3. Now, using the power law, move the number 3 to the front. So it will become 3 times log base 2 over 3 of 2 over 3. So these parts here will give you the answer of 1. Therefore, 3 times 1 will give you the answer of 3. So that is the answer for number 2. Melaka 2021, paper 2, question 7a. Show that the log on the left hand side is equal to 1. Hence, solve the equations given. So I'm going to start from the left hand side here. So if you look at the base of the logs, there are difference. Therefore, I'm going to change the log of base m to log of base n using this law. Therefore, it's going to be 1 over log base n of mn over log base n of m. Then plus with 1 over log base n of mn. So this part here is the same as 1 divided by log base n of mn over log base n of m. So change it to multiplication, so it will be the reciprocal of log base n of m over log base n of mn. Now, this is in the form of fractions. As these two fractions are having the same denominator, so I can just combine this as a single fraction. Therefore, it's going to be log base n of m plus this number 1. I'm going to write it as the log in base n using the law here. So it's going to be log base n of n over log base n of mn. Now, for the numerator part here, using the product law, I can combine this as log base n of m times n, which is mn. Now, simplify this. You're going to get the answer of number 1. Therefore, we already showed that the log on the left-hand side is equal to 1. Next, we're going to solve these equations. So, we know that the right-hand part here is equal to 1. Therefore, I can write this as log base 6 of bracket 2x minus 1 equal to 1. Now, these log forms, using the last law here, I can change this log form into index forms. Therefore, this is going to be 2x minus 1 equal to 6 to the power of 1. Therefore, 2x is equal to 6 plus 1, which is 7. Later on, x is equal to 7 over 2. Or another option will be, now I can change this number 1 into the log base 6. So this is going to be log base 6 of 6. Now both sides they are equal to each other with the log of same base. Therefore, I can just compare this 2n minus 1 with this number 6. So if you continue later on, you're also going to find that the x is equal to 7 over 2. Pulau Pinang 2021 Paper 1 questions 13a. Solve the logarithm questions. So first, using the power law, I'm going to move this power of 2 to the front. So here I'm going to get log base 3 of 3x plus 4. These 7s will multiply with the number 2. Therefore, you're going to get 14 times log base 9 of x. Then just copy the rest. So next, I'm going to change this log base 9 into log base 3 so that I'm going to have all the logs in the same base using this law here. So here will be 14, put the brackets to it. So log base 3 of x over log base 3 of 9. And this number 9, we can change it to 3 square. So next, for these parts here, the log base 3 of 3 square here, this will give you the value of number 2. So this 14 and this number 2, we can simplify it. Dividing by 2, this 14 will get 7. Therefore, here we'll have negative 7 times log base 3 of x. So next we're going to solve for this part. So this is just like the like term, because you're having both term with log base 3 of x. So when negative 7 plus 6, you're going to get negative 1. So I'm just going to write negative log base 3 of x here. So on the left hand side later on, using the divisions law, so I can write it as log base 3 of 3x plus 4 divided by x equal to 2. Now, we can change the logs forms into index forms using the rules here. So here you're going to get 3x plus 4 over x is equal to 3 squared. So next, going to move the x of the denominator to the other side. So here you're going to have 3 squared, which is 9 times x is 9x. Move this 3x to the other side, so 9x minus 3x is 6x. This is equal to 4. Therefore, x is equal to 4 over 6. Simplify this, you will find that the x is equal to 2 over 3. Sabah 2021, paper 1, questions 4a. Solve the equations log base 2 of x minus log base 2 of x minus 3 minus 2 is equal to 0. So these two logs are in the same base. So using the divisions law, I can combine these two logs, become log base 2 of x over x minus 3. And this negative 2, I can move it to the right hand side. Therefore, it will become number 2. So next, this logarithm form, we can change it to the index form using the rule here. So here it will become x over x minus 3 is equal to 2 squared. So later on, move this x minus 3 to the other side. So x is equal to 2 squared 4 times the x minus 3. So expand this, you're going to get 4x minus 12. So I'm going to move this x to the right hand side and this negative 12 to the left hand side. So 12 is equal to 4x minus x, which is 3x. So x is equal to 12 divided by 3, therefore x is equal to 4. Terengganu 2021, paper 1, questions 15b. So number 1, simplify the logs here. Number 2, and hence solve the equations of the log given. So for question number 1, first, I'm going to change this log base h into log base k so that I can have the logs in the same base using the law here. So it's going to be 1 over log base k of hk over log base k of h. Now, this is the same as 1 divided by log base k of hk over log base k of h. So when you change to multiplications, then it's going to be the reciprocal. So it's going to be log base k of h over log base k of hk plus 1 over log base k of hk. So this is fractions. So now I can combine this as a single fraction because the denominator are the same. So here is going to be log base k of h plus this number 1. So I can change this number 1 into log base k of k. So this will give you the answer of 1 using the law here. Log base a of a is equal to 1. over log base k of hk. So now for the numerator part here, using the product law, I can combine them together as log base k of h times k, which is going to give you hk. Now the numerator and denominator are the same, so I can simplify this. Therefore, the answer is equal to 1. Number 2, so we're going to solve these equations. This ln is referred to the natural log. So natural logs is the logs in base e. And from questions number 1, we already find that 1 over log base h of hk plus 1 over log base k of hk, this will give you the answer of 1. So for questions number 2, I can write this as log base e of 3x minus 2 is equal to 1. Now, I can change the logarithm forms here to index form. So here you're going to get 3x minus 2 is equal to e to the power of 1. So you can find the value of e using your calculator. So at least takes 4 significance figure. So next, 3x is equal, so e, here the value is 2.718. Later on, we'll plus with the number 2. So x is going to be 4.718 divided by 3. Therefore, the x is 1.573. MRSM 2021 Paper 1 Questions 2b. So evaluate the following logarithms. So first, I'm going to write this square root of mn into the form of power. So it's going to be log base m of bracket mn to the power of 1 over 2. And for the second terms here, using the product law, I can write this as log base m of m minus log base m of square root of n. So the square root, I'm going to write it as n to the power of 1 over 2. Next, using the power law, I'm going to move this power 1 over 2 to the front. So it's going to be 1 over 2 times log base m of mn. Now, this log base m of m is equal to 1 minus 1 over 2 log base m of n. Now, for this part, using the product law, I can write this as log base m of m plus log base m of n. Now, I'm going to expand this. So log base m of m is equal to 1. When it multiplies with 1 over 2, it's still going to be 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2 times log base m of n. So when this positive 1 over 2 log base m of m minus this 1 over 2 log base m of n, it will be 0. Therefore, the final answer is 1 over 2 plus 1. Therefore, you're going to get that it is equal to 3 over 2. SBP 2021 Paper 1 Questions 9a. Given that the log base 7 of 3 is equal to k and 7 to the power of 3y minus 1 is equal to 21, so express y in terms of k. So the final answer here, you need to write it in the form of equations with y is the subject of the formula which contains the terms k. Now, first we need to change this 7 to the power of 3y minus 1 equal to 21 into log base 7 of 3 so that we can have the equations in terms of k. In doing so, I'm going to log both sides with log base 7. So here you're going to have log base 7 of 7 to the power of 3y minus 1 equal log base 7 of 21. So the value on the left hand side and right hand side will still remain the same. So next, using the power law, I'm going to move this 3y minus 1 to the front. So it's going to be 3y minus 1 times log base 7 of 7. And then this 21, we can split it as the multiplications of 7 times 3. So this 7 log base 7 of 7, this is equal to 1. So on the left hand side, you're going to get 3y minus 1. So on the right hand side, using the product law, I can write this as log base 7 of 7 plus log base 7 of 3. Again, this log base 7 of 7 is equal to 1. And this log base 7 of 3, this is equal to k. So now I want to have the y as the subject of formula. So I'm going to move this number 1 to the other side. So 3y will equal to 1 plus 1, which is equal to 2 plus k on the right hand side here. So y is equal to 2 plus k over 3. So this is y in terms of k.